How's up, y'all? It's popping. It's deep. I react to this video by Playback. This is Cardi B. You're a blatant hypocrite. And in the thumbnail, it says F Predators. Okay, not Playback wanting smoke with Cardi. Okay, let's see what they talking about and what's going on. Let's watch.
Cardi B saw this video.
Oh, that weird man. People were telling me to watch a video related to this, and I was like, I don't want to. It's weird. It's creepy, but I don't have much to say about it other than that.
This world is full of predators. They prey on the innocent. The one who are the most unknowing are children. Predators could be our neighbors, our school teachers, even people with money, powerful, in our churches. Constantly talk with your kids about boundaries and what they shouldn't do or whatever. Weren't you the one who's drugging men though? Weren't you the one?
Oh, that's what this is about? I don't think that is comparable at all. And I'm not condoning what she did. You know, again, I've said this before, but I have not heard her speak on this. But I have heard people talk about it and say that she has admitted to drugging men. She's admitted to, I guess, pretending to sleep with them, and then she would follow them to their hotel, drug them, and then take their money. That is a thief. That's not a predator. I don't think people understand what a predator is. So I don't think this is comparable at all. Like, what? You are comparing her to this man? What? That's not even the same conversation. I do agree that she's the wrong messenger. And why the fuck she always online giving her opinion about everything? Girl, go focus on your music. This is getting annoying at this point. She got something to say about every little thing. It's like, girl. Anyway, if this is what they're about to go in on her over, it's like, alright, side eye.
Kay putting Molly on in champagne.
Oh, this is it.
So that's what she's saying. Now, you recall that.
Oh, I ain't never seen that.
So now she has a response. Because y'all, I think what's happening, people are just missing the correlation, right? They're missing the correlation. And Cardi B is now going to explain to us thoroughly. That's not really predatory behavior. Drugging men and taking them, that's not predatory behavior.
So I put the tweet up, right?
I don't think so.
And now
I think that is a terrible thing to do. I do think that you are a thief, but I don't think you are a predator. Even if she was to get convicted of that, it's not like she would be labeled as a predator and she would, have to be on this predator list. That's not how that works. So there isn't much of a correlation. They're both terrible things, but trying to compare them is apples and oranges, in my personal opinion.
Come at me like, oh, bitch, you're the wrong messenger. You're the wrong messenger. Then you robbing man. And it's like, listen. Y'all not gonna keep doing this, because when it comes to fucking weird ass predators and rapists and pedophiles and shit, I'm really like, I don't play that shit.
Yeah, how's she in the same category?
And for y'all to like trying to say that I'm like some predator,
but why are you responding to this, Cardi? Go do something. Go do something. Don't you have an album to work on? Why are you online arguing with people? Even if you want to drop that tweet, drop it and go on about your business. You are always going back and forth with people online. For what? For what? Your job is music, right? You're a rapper, right? Go rap, girl. Go write something. Go record something. The streets is waiting. I'm waiting. Go do something. Damn. Why she even responded to that?
And a lot of y'all be like, oh, these were vulnerable men you took advantage of. These were no fucking vulnerable men. These are some freak ass niggas that like to go to the strip club, that like to get drunk. And after the fucking club is closed, they trying to fucking take advantage of bitches and trying to bargain. No, nigga, I'm gonna go through them fucking pockets. And then...
Oh, not her doubling down on that. See, that's ridiculous. I don't stand by that at all. I don't condone that. That's fucking ridiculous. If anything, she should be like, yeah, I was wrong for what I did. That was a different time. I was at, a different place in my life. I did rob people, but I did not prey on them. I did not take advantage of them. I didn't touch them and try to sexually, take advantage of them or anything like that. But for you to double down on it and be like, oh yeah, they want to fuck me, so yeah, I went in them pockets. Like, girl, this is embarrassing. You should have just left this alone. All right, I ain't to pause no more.
Did I touch their body? Did I touch their penis? Did I touch their ass? Did I touch them? Did I put my lips on them? No type of fucking touching. Don't confuse. And even if that claim, oh, you robbed them, what's robbing and raping is? Two different type of shit.
They are.
Don't call me no bitches. Don't call me no fucking predator.
They are. What the fuck is so funny?
And because of that tweet, people talking about like, oh, but you the wrong messenger. How am I the wrong messenger, bitch? I'm the right messenger because I'm a fucking mom.
Oh, the arguments, they sound so good.
In her mind, it does. In her mind, she's like, bro, stop it, bro. It's not the same.
And niggas be saying like, bro, but you was being predatory. But check it out though, like, how was I really being predatory?
I
Bro, like they was
really.
drugging him. If I just drug him,
drug him and take advantage of them in their pockets.
I didn't touch him.
I just touched their pockets. That's it, bro. I just drugged them. They wanted one thing. I knew what they wanted. We agreed upon the thing that.
Again, comparing, this is the last time I'm gonna pause it. Comparing that fucking pedo to what she did, that is apples and oranges. I don't care what type of gymnastics y'all try to do in these next 7-8 minutes. Those are two different things. Are they both terrible? Yes, they are both terrible things to do. I don't support either action, but they are different. Trying to compare them to that is a very weird comparison. Like, you are reaching trying to compare those two. I don't care what y'all say.
And what I really wanted though was some pockets. So what I decided to do was I drugged them. That's not predatory.
That's more than one way to be predatory. I think nowadays.
But that's not predatory.
Nowadays people use the word predator to mean like one thing, like it's a pedo.
Yeah.
But like, there's predators in the wild. It's anytime you're like hunting down your prey.
You're trying to take that moment.
All right, well, okay, let's compare a lion who's a predator in the wild. Let's compare him preying on a fucking hyena to what the nigga did. To his pedo behavior. Let's compare those two then and say, oh, well, they are technically both predators, because that's what y'all doing at this point. I feel like y'all reaching in this video. But all right, go off.
1,000,000% you qualify for the definition of predatory.
All right.
100%.
But in her mind, though, freak men can't be preyed upon.
I guess yeah.
That's in her mind. That's what it is.
Saying.
Even though she literally agreed to it, knowing that she wasn't gonna give it to him, had the drugs in her possession to drug them, and also waited for them to get passed out to then take their money. You're doing every single step along
she's
the
like
way.
doubling
You're
down
preying
on
on men, bro.
Also, like, just because
it's not the same. I agree
because
it's not the same, but you're still preying on
Thank you for admitting it's not
because like they've probably been predators of some sort. Like
she thinks she's even in the score.
Yeah, but like every prey has a predator. Like there's always gonna be somebody up the food chain. That doesn't make you any less of one. I think nowadays it just has a really, really negative connotation because it doesn't even mean like destructively fierce and like.
If they are admitting that it's not the same, then how can you call her a hypocrite?
Like, well, that person's that's predatory. Like niggas is not thinking kids, right? They're thinking usually like vicious, like ruthless, like words that describe like the animal kingdom almost. But so I see where she's coming from, but just to let you know, like it's predatory to fucking drug somebody and rob them. Just let you know.
And also, you trying to justify that predatory behavior is extremely ironic, coming from a woman who I'm pretty sure you would never, ever justify anybody else's predator. You sound like a predator. You ironically sound like those predators who justify raping women. Like, oh man, she deserved it. Or
her justifying it is wild.
You sound like somebody. I'm gonna just justify what I did. These are freak niggas who. There's definitely men who say, "Oh yeah, man, like you shouldn't have dressed like that. Like you deserve like that's what do you."
No, I'm talking about the actual rapist. There's a rapist who said like she deserved it.
I mean, Charleston White was literally saying, "Yeah, man, the white women."
Bro, like Charleston White, you can't use that nigga to like.
I'm just letting you know. I mean, I'm pretty sure in some way in their mental before they start doing that to women, they have to justify it.
But I don't think it's like a more you deserve. It's more like a they want it. Like, how does somebody deserve that?
So you think that Cardi B, when she was preying on this man, she was like, I mean, they freak men.
That's so fun. You know what the crazy backward part of it is? Like those are the niggas that funded her lifestyle.
Exactly.
Like, but if you're a stripper, the niggas at the strip club, of course they want you. Like they're not throwing. Like if a nigga throws thousands of dollars, like. The likelihood he doesn't want more than just you shaking ass is pretty high. Now, if he's like touching you in ways you're not comfortable with, just tell him that. There's some strip clubs where you can touch, some where like there's no touching allowed. Like each one has its rules, so just you have to kind of create your boundaries. Some niggas might be weird. And
she really trying to justify that, like, girl, it's terrible.
Depends on how far they go, but it doesn't mean you can fucking drug and rob them.
I think that's
yeah, that's not right.
If there's a no touching rule, and
if there's a no touching, yeah,
like that's crossing the boundary.
But if we're at a strip club where the rules are very loose, and I have to like discern myself between one stripper to the next, then like at that point I'm it's trial and error at that point, that ass. But like if I'm at a strip club and like I know you giving it up just for me to go to the telly and you drug me, that's crazy. You're a predator.
How do you even justify that? You just justify the actual a way better justification is like you was down bad, you got in with the wrong people. Maybe then like some people can empathize with you because a lot of people go through that where you make the wrong group of friends.
Well, that was her original statement. Remember, she was saying, "I'm a hustler. I was down bad. Had to do what I needed to do. Had to pay the bills. So of course, drugging niggas, running through pockets." Now all of a sudden it's like, niggas are freaks, dog.
How do you even get here? She was referring to the Dalai Lama clip, right?
Yes, and she was saying y'all gotta be careful because she thought that clip was like, ooh, like that's a little too close of a kiss.
It is.
No, for sure.
100%.
And so then she was like, you gotta be careful with the, da-da-da. And niggas like, yeah, you even gotta be careful at the strip club too, because they might...
That clip made me so uncomfortable, bro.
It did, no, it did.
It's like niggas try to justify it too. They said it's a cultural thing. No,
part of it is culture, but as soon as he kept holding, as soon as he kept holding on, I was like, come on now. You did at this 1 second, move on.
Nah, you know what
this nigga was like, I was like, okay, all right.
Nah, in 2023, you just had to tell niggas he was joking. He's like, bro, it was just a joke.
Oh.
I wasn't actually gonna do it. It was just a joke, man.
Well, Cardi can't say that because she wasn't joking. She went through them niggas' pockets.
And I'm a fucking woman. And I'm a girl that as a teenager, my body got abused. I don't talk about that shit because it's like, that's another story for another time. But just the whole fact that it's like, for y'all to even try me because I want y'all to protect y'all children because y'all need to be more careful with y'all kids. Y'all fucking sick. And it makes me feel like y'all party predators, y'all fucking self.
Hey, Cardi, I'm not going to contest what you've been through. That's your life.
Let's wrap this
just
up.
Because you've been through something doesn't make it okay or less predatory.
Exactly.
Drug and rob, man. It just doesn't justify it. Doesn't make it. A nigga might be able to empathize with you, but that's about it. It doesn't make it less wrong.
Exactly.
It's wrong. You could come up with millions of reasons for why. It could be a zombie apocalypse. That's still wrong. You could be about to die from starvation. It's still wrong. You might find a way to justify it to yourself.
Well, to be fair to Cardi, she's saying that it's not a sexual manner. She just drugged them, took the money. She didn't kiss them. She didn't do anything sexual to them. So that's, if she's talking about...
You're a financial predator.
I know she promised it, but she didn't do the sexual act. Yeah. So as long, in her mind, this is a predatorial sexual act. That's what I think that's she may be referring in that regard.
I know. I get where she's coming from.
No, I mean, as long as she didn't do it, like, sexually...
You know what I mean? I'm like, alright, I'm gonna take him out. We're gonna get drunk. I'm gonna get him all fucked up and everything. We're gonna have a good time. Get him super twisted. Then bring a bitch around. We're gonna have a threesome. And when he wake up, he's gonna be like, what the fuck? Yeah, because the bitch was a tranny. I'm be like, yup, we had a threesome with a tranny. Yup, a tranny suck your dick. You don't gotta fuck another nigga to get even, bitch. There's other ways to get even.
What? Alright, she was saying some wild shit. I was not expecting I thought she was about to say we robbed them.
You can't draw the line and then say these things that you said.
Girl, you are the wrong messenger overall.
Come on. Come on.
Girl, what?
You used to say these things. First of all, drugging niggas being your go-to is crazy. that being your go-to move, that being your skyhook, that being your post fade, that being your first pivot is crazy. Drugging niggas. Like, come on.
That's insane.
And then you can't say that you drew the line with not touching niggas, but you brought in, like, you literally utilized a transgender person to have them have sex with a guy. Like, come on, bro. I don't know. This one might be one of those things. Like, it's just a joke. It's all jokes.
She has to be joking.
It's a joke.
If she's being dead ass, it's mine.
Also, the whole thing about how you didn't kiss them or suck them or you didn't do anything sexual to them, that's not a great example because that's what y'all originally agreed upon. That's the reason why he's there. You not doing that is part of the predatory behavior. That you lied to him and you said you were gonna do one thing and you did something so completely different.
Yeah, it's terrible.
And she had the ability to kind of double down on the whole, like, I was struggling, I just needed money, and I did things that I should not have done.
It would still make it wrong.
It would make it wrong, but now it's just...
Yeah, it's still wrong, but that would be like, okay, you know, people grow, people change. She doubling down on that shit.
No, those are free niggas, bro. It is what it is. That's just the culture out there, man.
Yeah, you know what? I'm open to people changing, and she's in a better situation. She doesn't have to do that shit now. So,
but
like,
she's still doubling down on it.
She still feel that way.
Bro.
She's ridiculous.
I agree with you, Cardi, though. Watch over your kids, man, your loved ones, man. Some predators out there. But Cardi B, you one of them too, bro.
I just don't like that comparison at all. That's such an unfair box to put her in. Like, you're literally comparing her to a pedo. Like, what are we talking about? Yes, they're both terrible things, but they are just not the same whatsoever. And you can say, well, yes, she took advantage of them, you know, financially. Think about the long-term ramifications of someone being the victim of a sexual predator versus a financial predator, if you want to call it. Not even a fucking thing, but sure, let's call it that. Like, what? If a nigga got robbed for a couple $100s, chances are he's not going to be that affected by it. It's not going to have these long-term effects where he got to go to therapy over it. And oh my God, I got taken advantage of by this stripper. She took $20 or a couple $100s out my wallet. Like, what? We're just comparing the wrong things here. I do agree that she is the wrong messenger overall because she's done a lot of sketchy shit, you know, that she has admitted to doing online. It's a lot of shit she's admitted to doing that's wild. It's like, girl, stop acting like you morally superior. And, oh, well, what we need to do, guys, you're terrible people out here. Like, you seem like one of the terrible people. So I get that sentiment, but to go as far as to call her a hypocrite and say that, oh, well, you in the same box, you a predator too, I just think that's a bit of a reach. Personally, that's just my opinion, but whatever. Call it what you like. She needs to get off the fucking internet. That's what I do know. Get off of Twitter and Instagram and looking at what people are saying in response to what you said. Like, go do something, girl. Go focus on your job. Your job is to make music. Let's get into that. Fuck these niggas. Everybody gonna have something negative to say about what you have to say. That's how the internet works. How long have you been on the fucking internet? You could say literally anything and people will come back and have some negative shit to say in response to it. That's how it works. And when you constantly feed into it and respond to every little thing and keep going back and forth and arguing with people constantly, you're just inviting all that negativity into your fucking space. And for what? How is this benefiting you? What are we doing with our lives, Cardi? What is this? This is ridiculous at this point. Y'all let me know what y'all think, though. Let me know what other videos you want me to watch, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.